God knows what we needed was some more Star Guardian skins. Alright, let's get this over with. What's up, you knuckleheads? It's Josh, and we have 5 new skins that hit the PBE today ahead of patch 13.12, so let's go ahead and take a look at them all, see which ones are going to be worth buying when they come out. Dread it, run from it, Destiny arrives all the same. It was only a matter of a time before there was a Star Guardian Seraphine. She is just tailor-made for this skin line, and here she is. Having said all that though, with the skin that was as inevitable as this one, it looks pretty damn good. I mean, the recall animation is just perfect in terms of fitting Seraphine and the Star Guardian skin line. I love the animations on her abilities, especially her auto attacks even. Such good attention to detail. And even though it might not be the most unique theme or look for Seraphine, the base model is gorgeous. I gotta do it. I'm gonna give Star Guardian Seraphine an A. Riot just knocked this one out of the park. It's a great skin. Maybe Seraphine's best. Next up we have Star Guardian Orianna, the only other Star Guardian skin on this patch. But for Orianna, it is definitely a different look for her. Much like Pinocchio, Orianna has become a real girl with the Star Guardian skin. Her ball no longer a piece of clockwork, but now a floating orb of magic, it looks like. And although I don't really love the champion model, and the recall animation isn't much to write home about, the effects and animations on her abilities and her attacks are very good looking. I'm going to give this one a B grade. Not quite as impressed with this one as I was with Seraphine's, but it's still a very solid Star Guardian skin, and a great addition to Orianna's skin line, not another futuristic skin. Kind of like Spirit Blossom Thresh, it's adding a new dimension to a champion who we've already seen done a number of different ways. Next up, we have the first of the 2 Elderwood skins that are on PBE, the first being Elderwood Wukong. Now, I have to give Riot credit on this one. They did take a big swing with regards to this theme for Wukong. It's definitely different than other skins that he has, which are a lot more fiery and volcanic. And then there's also the Battle Academia, or the Mecha. And although thematically I understand what Riot was going for here, I just think they kind of missed the mark on this one. The skin's very dark, it's not very visually engaging in terms of the animations. There are some nice bells and whistles that go along with it, but it's really just kind of generic looking. It's very similar to Elderwood Bard, which is not one of my favorite skins. I'm gonna give it a B just because it is a different look for Wukong, who also desperately needs another skin, so I'm glad Riot hasn't forgotten about him. But he is still on the lookout for one truly iconic skin, and unfortunately I don't think this one is it. Then we got Elderwood Karthus, and right off the bat, that recall animation just absolutely rips. Really gave me a great sense as to what Riot was trying to do with this skin, and in my mind, I think they did it perfectly. Now, this isn't the greatest looking skin, it doesn't have any fancy bells and whistles on the abilities or the animations, but that's kind of just due to the limitations that Karthus as a champion has with his model. I think they did the best that they could. They did the best they could with what's available to them, and Karthus is just in such dire need of a good skin that this one stands at the top of the pack. I'm going to give Elderwood Karthus an A grade. This one might not be an A for other champions, but for Karthus, probably the best of the lot. And then last but not least, Victorious Anivia. The skin obviously not for purchase. You're going to get it if you get gold on any of the ranked League of Legends ladders, or if you qualify through the other playtime qualifications. Kind of like Karthus, Anivia is one of those older champions whose model kind of restricts what Riot can do, and I think they did a good job given those restrictions. Having said that though, this skin is really just lacking any identity, for lack of a better word. It looks very generic, crystalline, and while they did a great job with the animations, the recall especially is quite beautiful, this just feels very meh to me. The quality alone keeps it at least a B grade, but I can't put it any higher than that. The skin is just the epitome of generic, and if you didn't tell me that it was Victoria's skin, I would have thought it was just a Chroma or something. A bit of an underwhelming pick for Anivia, but you should still enjoy the reward and feeling of accomplishment if you do manage to get her for your play this split.